FTW Premier Promo League presents the Reverend Sanctuary with your host, Reverend Gimmie Doe. Yes. We are here back in the Reverend Sanctuary. I am your good host, Reverend Gimmie Doe. We are here, episode 5 in FTW. We are on the road to FTW Mania. Yes, we are. And so I have a guest here who is main eventing that 2-day spectacular here at FTW for FTW Mania. None other than the heavyweight champion of FTW, Hollywood Haywood.
How you doing, Reverend? It is an honor and a privilege to be on your show. I have to say I'm a little disappointed. I figured I'd be one of your first guests.
Well, Hollywood, I understand that you being a top guy, not just in FTW, but I get the word that you a top guy in many lands, and you are a hard man to get a hold of.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, I heart and soul, I do pretty good for myself, if you see what I'm saying.
Yeah, I heard that is the Soul Fire Championship. Yes, sir.
That's right. WGP, I recently took down Chaos, who's known in FTW, and the man that I'll main event FTW Mania with, Mr. Wallace. I'm the WGP champion as well.
Well, if I do say so myself, I hope you take down that bastard, Mr. Wallace. I will never forgive him for what he did in my sanctuary, pulling the pistol.
Well, I saw that, Reverend, and I got to tell you, I've been known to do some dastardly, dirty things myself. At one time, people thought that I had turned on all of FTW when really I was just trying to help some young upstarts up. But I got to tell you, man, I've done some despicable things in my career. But what Wallace did to you was one of the most despicable things I've ever seen in my life. I mean, we're out here killing people with words, and he's trying to kill people with guns.
Downright disrespectful and disgusting. You got that right, Haywood. Well, as you being a champion in other promotions, how does that play a role in being a champion in FTW? Some may say that maybe you too big for FTW, you too busy for FTW. Go ahead and take the time to dispel those accusations.
No, you see, when I go out to all those other organizations and I take some of their top prizes, that's my way of telling those other organizations that FTW is here. And one of the best in the business is in their land. And he is there to conquer, if you get what I'm saying. FTW is kind of a new kid on the block. So for their champion to go there, they're starting to call me the belt collector, Reverend. That's what they're starting to call me, because we didn't even go over my tag team accomplishments.
Oh, so really, you're a tag team champion as well? Oh,
yes. In the Revolution, I've recently captured the tag team titles, and in Elite Marks, I've captured the tag team championships as well. So, the phone is starting to ring off the hook. It's not so much that people are wondering, do I have time for this? This is always going to be the number one priority. But when you can go somewhere else and you can represent these 3 letters right here, you see that? Those 3 letters. That's upside down. Let me get it right side up for you.
FTW.
Those 3 letters in another company, and you can bring home their jewelry back to your company. I like the door that we like to open up here, and you know what that door is called, Reverend.
Yeah. I like the way that you put that, good brother Haywood, because when you a top dog and you go other places and you conquer their top dog, you are firmly cementing that the top dog of all top dogs lands in FTW. Yeah,
That's right. And
I
you know,
like it.
let me tell you something, Reverend. I'm sure you've done your homework. There are
Mhm.
top dogs. There are guys all over this business that deserve to be recognized, and we know that. You know, and I'm doing right now is I'm going around and I'm trying to not only put FTW on the map, I am going around and I'm trying to cement my own legacy and help create legacies of some other stars. Because as I pave my way into those other organizations, other stars like my opponent at FTW Mania, that no good thug, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Wallace.
Calling him a thug is being politely.
Well, that's what
that scoundrel has scarred me, and I will never forgive him. But I owe him some retribution. But he just don't know. I got many places that I got friends.
Well, I hear you got some guys that like to raise a little hell.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
So you know, I'm coming off of, you know, being distracted by a group that I thought, you know, I was going to be able to take them to the promised land, and unfortunately, they're just not worthy of my greatness, Reverend. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you know what that's like.
Yes, I do believe you are speaking of a last man standing.
Right.
You know,
I tried to take them all over the promo verse with me. We had a plan. The plan was very simple, to conquer. But they got so obsessed with Trent Wilson and their company last man standing that they couldn't see that that's not the big picture. You get what I'm saying?
Well, you know, they say you can lead a horse to water, you can't make him drink. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. But now let's get into the history of FTW. You are the inaugural FTW champion. You was able to knock off that bastardly young gun.
Right, Mr. Wallace.
Tournament of Power. Yeah.
In the Tournament of Power. Yeah, it's very interesting. 16 of the top promo artists started in the Tournament of Power. You know, and if you'd have asked me if I thought that my final opponent would have been the young gun at the time, you know, because he took on Mr. Wallace before the era of reality had actually formed, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And he took on Mr. Wallace in that semifinal match. And a lot of people think he stole one. I don't think he stole one at all. What I think is that the young gun was hungrier that day. Mr. Wallace, I think, since then has become the vicious animal that you see today that's willing to pull guns on people like LFS when they first got here. And we thought it was cute then. Everybody thought it was cute. You know, hide your kids, hide your wife, get your gat, get your knife. We'll never forget that. Everybody thought it was cute. But now it ain't so cute now that he's put the damn gun on you, is it?
Far from cute.
Put the gun on the damn lifeblood too. And you know what makes me mad? Over here in FTW, as an ambassador like I am for FTW, we are trying to open up doors. The lifeblood comes in here, and you know what he does? He pulls a gun in their face and kicks them out the door, and it just doesn't make any sense.
I saw him hit him with chairs, punching them, kicking them, doing all kind of real vicious.
I mean, two of them haven't been seen. Haven't been seen since War Games. That Logan Wade and the Grimes guy, they have not been seen since War Games. They've not been seen the WGP. They've not been seen the FTW. Poor damn Briggy ain't never gonna be the same. And damn Steele seems like he's broken. The lifeblood is done because of Wallace.
And crazy thing is, word on the street is, you know, the Reverend keeps a good ear to the streets. You know, I heard 3 of them guys took a nice little swim after that War Games match, but, you know, who knows? You know, sometimes they can be rumors and fallacies. But now you do know the dangerousness of your opponent. So please give us, or without revealing too much, what are you expecting from your opponent?
Well, let me tell you, I know Mr. Wallace well. As I said, I had to defeat Mr. Wallace in WGP, but that was a triple threat. And let me tell you something. That was Chaos's loss. That wasn't Wallace's. You know what I mean? I mean, that's what I saw anyway. You know, but that's neither here nor there. But my plan at Mania, how do you prepare for a man that's willing to pull a gun on you? You know what I'm saying? But if I have a feeling, my plan with Mr. Wallace will be very similar to my plan in WGP when I took him on in the triple threat. And that is to wait for him to slip up and make a mistake, because everybody will make a mistake at some point. Everybody makes a mistake, and that is what I do. I capitalize on mistakes that people make. And Mr. Wallace has made a few.
He sure has.
And one of them was attacking you, Reverend.
Biggest mistake he ever made.
Well, I think it was. And I think not only is he going to pay some tidings, if you will, you know, with you, I think he could cost him Mania.
Well, I don't wish anything great for that bastard. Forgive me, Lord, for speaking
and like I said,
things in the atmosphere.
You know, Reverend, I'm a
he's
despicable
disgusting.
person. People will tell you there is nothing I'm not willing to do to keep this championship. And the reason I say that is the same reason I said about the WGP belt. I'm the face that the company wants. I'm the face that can put the company on their back. WGP, new company, newer company, I'm putting it on their back. Gonna represent them just like I do FTW. Heart and Soul Promotions, Soul Fire Champion. You know what? Proud of this title. Very proud of this title. And I'm gonna tell you, all of these companies, they want Haywood as their face. They want Hollywood. Can you blame them? Look at this. Look at this moneymaker.
If it looked like money, smell like money, it must be money.
I agree with you. And the thing is about my opponent at Mania, Wallace, you know, if he looks like a duck, walks like a duck, and quacks like a duck, you start to think that might be a damn duck.
Well, in the hood, we call them pigeons. We don't get ducks around there, but I do know what you mean.
Right, exactly.
But you know, Brother Haywood, man, it's been a pleasure having you here in the sanctuary. And I hope and pray that you take down that bastardly Wallace and teach that fella a lesson that he will never learn. Before we get out of here, let's get some last few words for your opponent at FTW Mania.
Mr. Wallace, I've seen all the things that you have done, and they are despicable. They make a person like me even sick to my stomach. But I can't deny the fact that you deserve a shot at one of the most prestigious championships in all the promo game. But if you think you're going to walk into FTW Mania and it's just going to be a cakewalk, anybody knows that's not true. So I hope that you bring a whole lot more than that gun you brought into the sanctuary when you come to take this from me, because you are going to go through hell trying to take it. No offense, Reverend, in your church.
Oh, no worries. I think the contributions you had put in the collection plate on your way in has done more than enough to give you some favorable situations with the big guy upstairs. So no worries. Again, Brother Haywood, I appreciate you hopping on to the sanctuary, my brother.
Alrighty.
All right, FTW, there you have it. You have your champ, the reigning, defending, undisputed FTW heavyweight champion, Hollywood Haywood. On behalf of the champ and the good Reverend Gimmie Doe, we signing off. And y'all take care.